the real richest man in the world, and 16 other secret billionaires. Who is the richest person in the world? Many of the world's wealthiest people are left out of Forbes, Fortune, and Bloomberg's wealthy list because of stringent guidelines on who can be included. They are secret billionaires who don't want to show off their wealth. I'm sure you want to know, so stay tuned. Hey folks, welcome back to Unlimited Money. We are back with another interesting video. Today we're going to talk about the top billionaires in the world. So without any further ado, let's get into this video right away. Dark money shields many of the world's wealth. Rich people desire anonymity. Money invites unwanted attention to them. Others made their money dishonestly. Drug lords won't make Forbes' list. No tyrants or criminals. Hidden riches are widespread. Putin's net fortune is reportedly about $150 billion. Recently, we learned it may be much higher. He's rarely mentioned alongside Bill Gates or Warren Buffett. His fortune is likely scattered out in obscure banks and assets around the world. Many others are similar. 17 households and individuals have concealed wealth. So number one on our list is the House of Saud, net worth $1.4 trillion. The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's present royal family has a net worth of $1.4 trillion, making them the world's richest, secret, wealthiest family. Royals of the kingdom have gained most of their fortune from oil and natural gas extraction, which has also helped the country achieve some political clout in international affairs. But like many others on our list, the family's wealth is spread far wide and away from prying eyes. Number two, the Rothschilds, over $500 billion. Several Rothschilds are on Forbes' list. The family's total wealth is $2 trillion. You probably know the name Rothschild. Mayor Amschel Rothschild began the family's banking enterprise in the 1760s. Even though some members of the family are on lists of the world's richest, we opted to include the family as a whole because its wealth is undervalued. When combined, the family's wealth is estimated to be trillions of dollars. Number three, Vladimir Putin, over $200 billion. Vladimir Putin's unofficially the world's richest man, with twice as much money as Bill Gates. Not official. Trump may be wealthy, but Vladimir Putin, whom he admires, has a ludicrous fortune. Since 1999, Russia's president has also served as prime minister. Vladimir Putin and other Russian oligarchs have stolen billions from their country and hidden them abroad. Number four, Muammar Gaddafi, $200 billion. Muammar Gaddafi ruled Libya before he was assassinated and dragged through the streets. And like so many others on our list, he was deposed in 2011 as a result of the Arab Spring. Gaddafi, however, stands out since it is said he amassed riches that reached up to $200 billion. You can make a lot of money when you're in charge of an entire generation. Gaddafi accomplished exactly that, concealing his fortune in offshore accounts, international real estate, and business ventures. Number five, Bashar al-Assad, $122 billion. Since we've been following the ongoing crisis and devastation in Syria, the majority of us are familiar with Bashar al-Assad. Another long-reigning dictator in the Middle East, Assad has essentially used his nation as a personal piggy bank. While official estimates place his fortune at a respectable $1.5 billion on average, others believe he is far wealthier than that. Like Mubarak, it is hypothesized that Assad has concealed assets totaling more than $120 billion. Number six, Hosni Mubarak, $70 billion. Hosni Mubarak, who was deposed after serving as Egypt's fourth president from 1981 to 2011, was another victim of the Arab Spring. He served as an officer in the Egyptian Air Force before beginning his political career. He is currently 89 years old and subsists on the roughly $70 billion he managed to accumulate during his rule. It's interesting to note that in 2011, an Egyptian prosecutor claimed in a letter to American media outlets that the Mubarak family had far more wealth and assets than was previously known. Number seven, Ali Abdullah Saleh, $30 billion to $62 billion. After his predecessor was killed, Ali Abdullah Saleh became president. If you want rich Middle Eastern politicians, this is a suitable fit because he ruled Yemen for 3 decades. Amazingly, he dropped out of primary school, joined the army, and got to colonel. He was toppled in 2011 during the Arab Spring, but not before accumulating tens of billions. Number eight, Bhumibol Adulyadej, $30 billion. The Thai king's $30 billion fortune persists after his death. In 2016, Thailand's monarch, Bhumibol Adulyadej, died. We included him on our list due to his immense wealth and the fact that most people are ignorant of it. He amassed $30 billion during his 70 years on the throne. Most of that money came from real estate and other property investments, and it rose as Bangkok became a global hub. Number 9. Hassanal Bolkiah, $20 billion. The largest private house in the world is owned by the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan al-Bolkiah. It offers 1,800 rooms. The Sultan of Brunei owns a home with more than these 18 bedrooms, where many of us are content to find an affordable apartment with more than one bedroom. His $20 billion worth is derived from the sales and production of oil and gas. To give you a sense of the outrageous wealth involved, the man also owns more than 600 Rolls-Royce vehicles. Number 10, Zine al-Abidin bin Ali, $17 billion. Between 1987 and 2011, Zine al-Abidin bin Ali, age 81, presided over Tunisia as its leader. Fair warning, there are a lot of Middle Eastern politicians and tyrants on this list who lost their positions of authority during the 2011 Arab Spring. One of them is Zine al-Abidin bin Ali. Bin Ali is said to have $17 billion in assets hidden away. Like other tyrants, bin Ali plagiarized Tunisia by hoarding billions for himself, most of which have returned to the people of the nation since his overthrow. Number 11, Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, $15 billion. This mega yacht that's at $622 million that the President of the United Arab Emirates possesses. If it hasn't become abundantly evident, these Middle Eastern guys know how to squander money and resources. Speaking of abundance, the President of the United Arab Emirates, Khalifa bin Zayed Al Nahyan, is estimated to be worth a whopping $15 billion. Since taking office as President of the UAE in 1971, he's played a significant role in the opening of the nation to the West. The UAE is currently a hub of commerce and political activity, with the President earning a significant salary. Number 12, Dawood Ibrahim, $6.7 billion. Dawood Ibrahim is a crime lord and terrorist leader. Tony Soprano is American. Dawood Ibrahim runs India. Ibrahim runs the D Company gang. He created D Company in Mumbai in the 1970s and has approximately $7 billion to his name. Ibrahim's record is long. He's sought for murder, terrorism, drug trafficking, and assassination. 13, Kim Jong-un, $5 billion. Rocket Man's father and grandfather worked hard. Kim Jong-un isn't on Forbes' list because his family gained wealth by selling off the country's resources, waging cyber war, and exploiting slaves. Kim Jong-un has $5 billion, which he uses to buy fancy international cheeses and liquors. His country is starving and without electricity. 14, Hans Adam II, $4 billion. Europe's richest monarch is the 72-year-old Prince of Liechtenstein. Who hasn't dreamed of being European royalty with billions of cash and a title like Prince something or another? Hans Adam II, Prince of Liechtenstein, realized his dream. Among Europe's final monarchs, at 72, he oversees his family bank, investment portfolio, palaces, real estate, and 400-year-old art collection. Number 15, Isabel dos Santos, $3.4 billion. Isabel dos Santos led a government oil firm. Angola's former president has 6 kids from 3 marriages. Isabel, the oldest daughter, is worth $3.4 billion. Angola's elite who profit from oil and blood diamonds seek to keep the poor destitute. Number 16, Wen Jiabao, $2.7 billion. From 2003 to 2013, Wen Jiabao led China. Forbes mentions Wen Jiabao. His estimated $2.7 billion is hidden through a large familiar network. Number 17, Ilham Aliyev, $500 million. No one knows Azerbaijan's ex-president's fortune because he invests and buys property abroad. Ilham Aliyev gets $228,000 a year, but his family's high-profile purchases tell more. The president's 12-year-old son acquired 9 magnificent beachfront residences in southern Dubai for $44 million in 2010, the Washington Post said. And this is how politicians hide money. So that's all for this video. I hope you like the information given in it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to get more videos like this, and hit that bell icon to get the notification of the latest updates on our channel. Thanks for watching.